It's Tennessee's wild side that makes you wanna go. Find a natural way of living, waiting just outside your door. Every day's a new adventure, and it's right before your eyes. Spend a little time on Tennessee's wild side.
And you didn't know that Ron Wong could sing. I mean, that's not Ron Wong.
Well, no. But this is that beautiful. Yeah,
that was great. Our man Don King is here, and welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Rays. We talk outdoors, fastest 90 minutes in radio program. We're going to be visiting a lot with Don and Betsy Woods as we go along through the show, and of course, Ron Wong, this is Bonus Wong. This is fourth Saturday, which is hard to believe, and that also means that John Gordon has taken the wagon train over from Ducks Unlimited to be with us this morning, too. Good morning to both you guys and John.
Morning, Larry.
And we're going to talk about an event right now that Ron Wong will be over there for the Forest Wood Cup.
Absolutely, and this is going to be pretty cool, this event.
Yes.
Probably the fastest-growing sport in the fishing industry, and that's kayak fishing.
Well, I think this guy that's coming on with us right now knows a little bit about that. This is Chad Hoover out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. He is the kayak bass fishing founder and president, and also known as the Not Right. So I love that, Chad. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me. How you doing?
All right, let's talk about this event coming up in Lake Ouachita, August 9th and 10th, part of the Forest Wood Cup. It is the DZFLW KBF Cup Kayak Bass Tournament, which you cannot get on one shirt. But It's a long title. But let's talk about it from your perspective, Chad, as president and founder of the Kayak Bass Fishing Association. Talk about this event.
So we're in our 10th year of running kayak bass fishing events. We started for the first 5 or 6 years just doing online events, trying to grow the popularity of fishing from kayaks for bass. Kayak fishing really first found its popularity in the saltwater.
Yes.
And I was active duty in the Navy at the time, stationed in Virginia, and there was a lot of great salt.
And then along came Jones.
That's
we've lost
modern technology steps in again.
Oh, that's right. That's what real radio is about. Yeah.
But this particular tournament that Chad is talking about happens on Friday, August the 9th, and Saturday, August the 10th on Lake Ouachita, while the FLW Forest Wood Cup will be held on the same dates and Sunday on Lake Hamilton.
So there's
so it's going to be fun to see both of them. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be at both lakes at one time.
You'll make it,
but I'm going to try to make it.
If anybody
and
can,
we'll get us some pictures that'll be posted on lroutdoors.com.
Just don't go to Lake Catherine, okay? I mean,
I think that's the wrong lake.
That's the only lake not anything going on. So
I'm glad because I can only be in two places at one time.
Two places at once. You've convinced us.
That's right.
But the FLW Cup is that same weekend.
Yeah, the Forest Wood Cup is the same weekend. This is in conjunction with the Forest Wood Cup. Always a big event. And free expo, free everything. Trace Atkins, and we're going to talk a lot more about it next week.
Yeah.
Let's not steal some of the thunder.
What do we have next week? Can we kind of give a tease?
Oh, my, do we?
Yeah.
Before any major championship bass tournaments, we always have a preview show.
And we're going to have it next week.
And the Forest Wood Cup, we're going to be, you talk about the fastest 90 minutes.
We're going to have it next week.
It's jam full, and we're going to go fast.
Well, we got Chad Hoover back on the line with us. Chad, I know that I hope we didn't say anything to upset you, but we're glad to have you back, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, we were talking a little bit about this and before we lost you there for a while in real radio here, but the event itself, this is the first inaugural one. I don't know who DZ is. Give me a little bit about that. and talk a little bit about. I'm understanding that you're going to have quite a few professional kayak fishermen there.
Yeah, so DZ is our title sponsor for the event. They're the truck accessory people. They're the biggest truck accessory manufacturer that you don't know about, and that's part of the reason that they partnered with us for this event. Historically, they've manufactured mostly OEM parts, directly to the manufacturers, but they've launched a pretty extensive amount of truck steps and bumpers and toolboxes and accessories that they're going to market directly under their own brand. And so they partnered with us to get their name out there and for us to help, people be aware of the fact that they make some of the best truck accessories out there that you already probably use but didn't know about.
And then you're going to bring in how many anglers you hope for?
So we have 285 anglers that are qualified through the various satellite events.
Yeah.
Odds are we're not going to get that many, with it being the first year. And everything getting announced a little bit late.
Yeah.
And there being a lot of events that anglers are already fishing and the travel time and all that good stuff. We're hoping to hit that, somewhere around 100 mark.
Okay.
It'll be a good first event. We had 105 on the Nickajack event at the same time that FLW had their Chickamauga Cup tour.
Oh, okay.
Their tour stop. That was the Open. So this year we're doing two events with FLW. We did an Open, which was a qualifier. KBF runs a Pro Series, which is also qualifiers, and those top anglers are coming to Hot Springs to fish Lake Ouachita, and we're going to kind of measure their skills against the other,
Let's see what's going on the other lake.
What's crazy is this is the first time that FLW's ever been back-to-back in the same location, so ironically enough, not only are we fishing the same place that FLW is fishing, we're actually fishing the same lake that the FLW anglers fished last year.
Yeah,
That's right.
I told the folks from FLW, basically what we're doing is we're going to come in behind you guys and teach your pros how to fish.
Right.
Well, good luck on Ouachita.
Well, good luck there. And again, we're talking to Chad Hoover, president and founder of the Kayak Bass Fishing, about the upcoming event on August the 9th and 10th. And I know that you're also going to have a kayak village, Ron. They're going to have a kayak village as part of the big expo.
Part of the Forest Wood Cup Expo, right.
Yeah, and Chad, that'll give you all a chance to, to showcase all the different kayaks and things along that line. And this sport is really booming, isn't it?
Yes, sir. And the kayak fishing village is really a conglomerate of all of the, the partners, the brands, the companies that manufacture the stuff we need to use to, And then we'll have a booth there as Kayak Bass Fishing so people can come ask questions, learn more about how we do what we do. But yeah, it's absolutely booming. I've been kind of that Pied Piper guy that's been telling everybody it's coming for a long time. And I've been kayak fishing for I'll be 22 years in November.
Hey, Chad, not to interrupt you, but if somebody wants to go and see some of the kayak fishermen there on Lake Ouachita, will the kayak fishermen be able to use any public ramp there on Lake Ouachita where somebody can drive down and kind of watch them?
Yes, sir. That's the one thing that's a little bit different about the way the kayak side is done versus the boat. We don't have a blast-off or a satellite launch. So realistically, if you look at a map and you look at all of the public boat launches or any paid boat launch that's open to the public, there'll be kayak anglers there. There'll be enough anglers that there's going to be somebody spread out.
Yeah, typically they're within sight of a boat ramp. And
for the most part. There's guys using motors now and pedal drives that are covering 5, 6, 7 miles.
That's right.
But for the most part, they're staying within a mile and a half.
Well,
and honestly, we're not staying next to the boat ramp because we have to. We're staying next to the boat ramp because 95% of the time that's where the fish are. You know what I mean? The guys are catching these fish in marinas and points and drop-offs and cuts and not having to paddle, And
I see that a lot of your sponsors for this inaugural event are people like Jackson Kayak here from Tennessee, Dakota Lithium Batteries, and that kind of stuff. And people don't understand in kayak fishing, it takes specialized equipment to a certain extent, although they use the most up-to-date electronics and everything else, but they use things like lithium batteries to keep things going, to keep it light and on the boat and those kind of things. All of those are going to be in the Kayak Village there at the expo, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And there's going to be several booths with fully, rigged out kayaks that show off how you can put power poles on them and motors and, and a lot of people think, hey, what kind of depth finder do you use on your kayak? I'm like, we use the same one.
That's right.
That the guy that you're watching on TV uses, because most of these guys are looking for a competitive advantage. And I'd say the vast majority of the guys in the competitive side are using a 9-inch screen or bigger. So that's your HDSs from Lowrance and your bigger screens from Humminbird and Garmin. And
Chad, I look forward to visiting with you, meeting you there in Hot Springs, and we wish you all the luck in the world. And
look for Ron Wong there.
I will be there.
There's only about 5 of them out there, but you can go to kayakbassfishing.com. That's a capital K, a capital B, capital F. We'll have it. All this will be posted on our website, lroutdoors.com. Chad Hoover, thank you for being on the show today, buddy. And
thanks, guys.
We'd like to
Appreciate you having me.
Maybe we'll get you back and talk about how it went, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Have a great one.
All right.
Yep, bye-bye.
Chad Hoover, and we were able to hook back up to him, and we're getting ready to take another break, and then we're going to talk some safe boating with the person that knows
my favorite subject.
It is, yes. I thought you might wear your life jacket in this morning, Ron, but
go get it.
Yeah. We have done the countdown hill before in this studio, and it was one of the most fun things we've ever done. Gene Smith all of a sudden became a much bigger size. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But they're going to take a break. Come right back. Don King, can you strum us out for just a? But you got to get that guitar there with you. Get that Taylor out there.
It's Tennessee's
there you go.
Wild side that makes you wanna go.
We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Waiting just outside your door. Every day's a new adventure, and it's right before your eyes. Spend a little time on Tennessee's wild side.
Oh, I love it.